No smile. Dylan Walker scores. Jeff Tooby. Did I see a smile on his face? So Manly have entered their 19th grand final.
I've never been more devastated after a game of football. I was lost for weeks after it. I was probably just walking around barefoot in Coogee, strolling the streets, but I ended up just trying to use it as motivation.
Yes, I was living with Benny Teo in 2013, and I remember Benny Teo walking in and he broke out and started crying and basically said, like, I'm going to do whatever it takes next year to make sure I never feel this again. Nothing was going to stop Benny Teo from getting exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, so it was probably after about 2 weeks of sulking and soul searching, I just booked a flight over to Phoenix and organised some training at a facility for 3 weeks. Got some new, personal bests in the gym, and I rolled into training as fit as I could be.
Johnson, the proud Rabbitoh himself, the local junior who has waited so long for this moment. That's history. Teo is over. He's gone through the air like Superman. Unstoppable!
It's a fantastic story for many people.
Let's do this!
Except your slug. his neck muscle is at his head. And we've just got a fan who came and sat with us today. He's not really a player, he's just a fan. He buys all the gear from the club shop. He comes and sits with the team and reads the paper and he thinks this about We'll sign your shirt after training, pal. If you had to name one town in England except London.
Edinburgh. I remember we used to lay in the spare change rooms before we'd go in the weights or an activity or whatever it was, and Sommy'd always lay on the hard benches. And we'd be in there meditating or doing all this sort of stuff for 5-10 minutes, whatever it was, and sort of open the eyes, look around. And I could always remember Sommy laying on his back and just like grabbing his back all the time, but he'd always have his eyes shut. Every time after that session, he'd go and ask the physios to get work on his back.
Curious Sommy, oh geez. The old rhyming slang, when someone had a bad back, it was, oh, got a Gary Jack. Curious Sommy never quite grasped the rhyming slang. I think he was new to it all.
I thought it was your Gary back, but obviously it was the reference to the Gary knees, or whatever it's called.
But he'd go off, hurt his knee or something, call it Gary knee. So he just didn't get it.
He would have just a different injury every single week and he'd diagnose it himself, and then no one knew what he was doing.
I was probably the most imitated bloke that year.
Can you name one city in England outside of, not London? It's not London.
Manchester.
Yeah, good question. Good.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. What did you say, Sommy?
Edinburgh.
I think it was before the season started. We did watch the semi-final game against Manly, and I think we put a lot of responsibility on the individual player to prepare right and obviously do one better from the year before.
And there's the first try. They've done it again, Manly. Daly, Cherry Evans. Just on the other side of the coin, what about Manly and the prospect of a clash with a physical South Sydney side, albeit coming off a loss against the Roosters?
I think I was coming up against Jamie Lyon.
And his clash with Greg Inglis will be the 9th time they've met at premiership level, and the scoreline 4-4.
Jamie Lyon was really good at getting on the outside, can stand you up, can step up both feet.
The ball to Jamie Lyon, movement of a stunner straight through. Too easy.
Greggy sat me down midweek and just say, look, you're coming up against him. Obviously you're still new to the game and position and the competition.
I would have said to Sommy, don't lose your feet. Let him get right on the outside of you, otherwise he will fend you off and stay square as much as you can on him.
I think that really settled the nerves for me, having GI there talk to me about what to expect from Jamie Lyon, what you need to do against them.
I think George Tafua struggled the week before.
Louis will bomb out towards you-know-who. Good luck, Georgie boy. George Tafua. Felder's ended up with it.
Driving home from training that week, and George Tafua says on radio, bring it on. They can bomb me all they want. I remember going in the next day to train saying, Breno, we're going to bomb the fuck out of this bloke.
The hunger from 13 was still hanging over. We didn't want to repeat of that.
We were a better team at the time. It wasn't a guess, it wasn't like we'll just see how we go tonight. Like, it was like, no, we're gonna walk over the top of them here.
Burrow goes up. South take to the ground. Reynolds and Keary were getting it together just fine when Adam was suspended. Tonight he's back. This team from Manly. Jamie Lyon taking them out. Finals is underway. Ingles kicking off and Hiku it is. Gives the ball away to Brenton Lawrence and he too is back for this game. 20-metre line, South Sydney. With that run from Adam Reynolds and he gets a penalty. And a penalty goes to Manly. He's not mucking around, Shane Hayne. Now they're 20 away. They go to the line side. Ford puts a little kick in. It'll have to be cleaned up. Be brought out for a 20-metre restart.
I'm on hitting it up, coming out of trouble. Dylan Walker's on a push for me, a push line, so going to the line, taking some heat off me. D-Walk's push line was amazing.
Young Alex, 17 tries and 15 goes, and through the ruck goes Dylan Walker at 100 miles an hour. Now Reynolds with his kick again, looking for Takiri, and he got a check and run. Oh, the ruck down was brilliant. South looking for the try. Reynolds dives on the ball. Reynolds has scored for mine.
Again, Dylan Walker. Peter Hickey was trying to chase, and then Jamie Lyon obviously turned around and chased. But I clapped it on like my life depended on it.
Inside 30, he beats one. Oh, they've gone like 9 pins to the ground as he bumps away from them. Referee said play the ball. No, he didn't. He said play on. Now it's come from Luke. He lofts the ball over. It's gone from Reynolds. Out it comes to Sam. On it goes to Lottie Takiri. Takiri.
Righto, here we go. Like, we are on here.
Brilliant start by Walker and Ava. Now Reynolds puts it in. Here comes a try. Keary has scored.
Tomo at the time was OCC. He comes over and like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm puffed out, I need to breathe. He came towards the halfway line to do the kickoff. And I just told Tomo, just stay with me, make it look like I'm injured.
This kick coming down to Fua. And up they go, down they come, and it's gone into touch, I think, off Manly.
Wanted to knock his confidence about with a couple of errors, hopefully under the high ball. And
as soon as I saw that and he let it go, I'm thinking, he's not too confident here, we've got him.
Reynolds again, here comes the kick. We look for Takiri, we look for Tafua. Oh, Lottie Takiri! Lottie Takiri! He's gone through the air like Superman! Peter Sterling just uttered the words.
There's a shot of it, looks pretty cool. I've got to get it for my kids or something. And then we're on.
Yeah, we were just all over him.
Takiri, now to Sutton, now to Walker. He'll put the ball down okay this time. Surely, Johnston gets 18. Here they come already. And Reynolds puts a little kick in. He might win the race. I think he did. I think he has scored.
Yeah, Jamie Lyon, like an absolute legend of the game, probably best centre for a few years there, and Sommy took him out.
Out the back to his captain. Armand was up on him. He drops the ball behind him, and then it goes into...
Sommy's debut year, just absolutely giving it to Jamie Lyon. It was pretty funny, but yeah, I think from then on we sort of tried to get in Sommy's ear to calm down.
51 minutes gone in the game. Burgess are out wide. Here's a try for South again. It is Dylan Walker. Now Isaac comes away. Goes out to Keary and it goes on to Greg Inglis. Out to Alex Johnson. Here comes number 19.
We already knew we won, but we sort of let the foot off the throat, and then they scored like 4 tries.
A dive from Jamie Lyon. And Chase Blair has scored. Tafua. Well, there it is. The Rabbitohs have won 40-24.
I remember coming to the shed. Everyone was disappointed, obviously, and then Madge come in and sprayed us.
Michael Maguire has been giving his victorious South Sydney side an almighty godful. He is furious with them.
Fuck, not good enough that last 20 minutes. We're like, how are we going to get to the finals and do this? Yeah, that's fair.
I probably had him a little bit of a cranky head on to start with, but they captured that, but they didn't then see the part of we've set a tone now of where we're at. They know where they want to get to and what they want to do. And
Probably at that point, I'm thinking to myself, well, we're a chance here.
Okay, Souths are the best team here. Doesn't mean you win it. Just because you deserve it or you're the best doesn't mean you win it. You still have to find a way. And I didn't think we'd be playing the Roosters in the third week. I thought we'd probably see them in the GF.
Well, here comes the kick. Guerra away to Maloney, does a bit of dancing, and over the ball, and he's got the field goal.
And then that whole week up was like, fuck, Roosters, like, they're the big dogs, started playing good football, big names.
But the siren has sounded the end of an incredible game of rugby league. Absolutely unbelievable. 30-0, then 30 all, and then 31-30. Theo plays 150 games, top grade tonight. Leaves the game to play rugby up in Ireland next year. Friday, the bouncing ball. And Friday played the ball 8 metres out from the line. Theo, the main tackle with the green. On report, penalty goes Brisbane.
And I remember watching the video thinking he's going to go here, because there was a bit of Melbourne were in the press about all the little things that they were doing, you know, wrestle tactics, and Madge had been at Melbourne and all this. So I thought he would go for it.
You know, the NRL, they'll handle it and we'll go from there. I think it was challenge and lose and I'm done. If the boys get past week 1 of the finals, that I can get back involved. So that gives me hope, but then that feeling of not being able to contribute for that first week, yeah, I just realised that I couldn't be around the team. I probably wasn't going to be very positive. I think I said to Madge and Tomo, the trainer, I said, man, I've got to get out of here.
We all love Benny Teo, but having him around for 4 weeks and not being able to play footy, we all knew could come with some challenges.
Sam Burgess. Sam, good luck tomorrow. Who's stronger, you or George? Good job.
Yeah, he wasn't playing, so he had to do fitness. He was getting on everyone's nerves, complaining about doing conditioning.
And I just thought to myself, if I could go away and train hard and be away from the team and get my head right, that I could really come back in with a lot of energy.
We devised a plan to try and send him from Sydney up to the Gold Coast. Both Sean Edwards, the strength and conditioning coach, and myself had some contacts up on the Gold Coast that we thought, how can we give Ben some different stimulus from a training perspective?
I was training with Sally Fitzgibbon down at the surfing academy down there in northern New South Wales, and did some other stuff at the AIS.
He worked with some rowers that were part of the Queensland Academy Sport program, and then also did some footy type training as well. He did that for a couple of weeks and then came back in and jumped in with the team, and he was buzzing with energy.
He came back and he looked in amazing shape. I knew that he was going to be a weapon for us in the finals.
So the stage almost set. And Greg Inglis 200 tonight. 3 tries against the Roosters in round 1. Sam Burgess tonight, as I said, it might be his last.
To know that we were going to play them in a loser goes home, winner goes to grand final game, it was huge.
Everyone talks about the GIs and the Burgess boys and that sort of thing, and you know that's fair, that's justified, but Ben Teo was the man. Something special is going to happen around here.
Yeah, 5 weeks no footy's been tough, but I'm very excited and privileged to be a part of this week. Yeah, Madge told me during the week, you know, you haven't played for a little bit, I'm going to have to bring you off the bench.
I'll never forget when I told Benny you're going to start on the bench. He looked literally straight through me. I went, that's the look I'm after, beauty.
So all this pressure was built up during the week. Everyone could feel it. And then we're going into that week and Madge goes, go to the most important people you have in your life and ask them why they're proud of you. But I didn't know you had to ask them. I sort of just go, oh, it's my mum. And everyone had like all these things, like Sado had his kids going like, oh, we love you, Daddy, you're our favourite player, our hero. And this is a dead set serious meeting just before we're about to run out against Roosters. Like everyone's getting all these like emotions from what their families have said about them.
Everyone's put their little letters up and I'm out there reading, and Dill's one just says Judy Walker on it. Dill, where's the message from your mum? Was like, oh, I just thought we had the right
my mum's name on it. And then so we just had a little giggle and stuff, and then he starts reading them out. So he starts reading everyone's little message and who's it from and that. And I'm looking at Dill's looking at me, and he's going, he just sees Judy Walker, he just goes, Judy Walker, like that. And then me and Dill just looked at each other, and we just started cracking up. And this is like 2 minutes before going to warm up.
And Madge started stressing. He was like, what am I missing? Look, and then everyone, like, it sort of relaxed everyone.
You're right, son? You're right, like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, oh, no, it's all good, all good.
And all the boys going, what happened? No, fucking Walks the idiot did this. So we're supposed to ask them what they were going to say, not be just, oh, the person.
I think we were down 12-0 too. I thought, oh, shit.
Pearce is through. He's cut through. He's got the fullback to beat. He beats him. And Mitchell Pearce, he scores a solo try.
I reckon that was his best year of footy. I was like, we're not going to be able to stop this dude tonight. Like, what's going on?
Archer Lowndes for Sonny Bill. We're 6-0. That helps, that's for sure. He was in front of his ball. And taken by the captain. And Minicello in game 302.
I was sitting behind the post going, we're going to have to wait till next year.
You could see in their eyes, like, sort of looking around like, oh, fuck, here we go again.
They'd sort of scored 2 tries, and I remember Mitchell Pearce running over and sort of giving us the choke sign.
And he was chirping at Renault saying, don't choke, Renault, don't choke, mate.
Nah, your heads are gone, boys. You're gone, you're done again, or something like that. And I'm thinking, Junior, you better shut up, mate.
I remember sitting on the bench. It was just like a bad dream, you know, coming back again. I just couldn't believe that that's how it was all going to finish, you know. I was never going to get that opportunity to win a competition, so I was just going to go out and just go mad and see what happened.
Now it's come back for Reynolds, puts a kick in, came off one of the Roosters, and the play on is the rule. Penalty against them now, is there?
Teo changed that momentum of the game, right? He came on.
He's announced himself, I'm here, I'm on.
It's like he's about to come back into the game. Look at this. And this is the sort of defence that South Sydney, when you see them tackling like this,
they're all over them, South Sydney. They are all over them, and the Roosters are back on their heels.
Now Walker kicks, coming up out of the deep. Oh, Minicello! Hit by Walker! Combination of South Sydney. There's a knock on. So South Sydney starting to either get penalties or mistakes out of the Roosters.
All of a sudden, I hit 1 or 2 people, caused an error, and it was like, oh, hang on, we're actually okay here.
Nah, boys, that's not where we are. That's not what we're doing this year.
We've got to the end of the tackle count. And Reynolds shaped a kick, gave it out to Luke. Luke on to Walker. Walker on to Takiri. I don't know. This is close.
Don't get too loud after my try because, you know, we're still behind. And, you know, they've got some good players, right? And they've got some big blokes who'll give it a go too, like Big Jared Hargraves.
Ferret his way forward. Here's a penalty. I thought it was a knock on, but it's been deemed as a rake. 2 men in the tackle, stealing the ball.
Well, they're getting some momentum now, the Rabbitohs. 4 penalties to 1 has given them some possession and a little bit of belief.
He just wanted to make a statement. That's sort of his style.
Jad doesn't give a shit who you are. Mate, but he wouldn't get under your skin like verbally. He would get under your skin by doing niggle shit.
Fuck him. Like, if you want to go, you want to bring it, we're here now as well.
And played over there by Harbour. Here they are for the corner. Yeah, Johnston has put it down for a try.
I get over there and start ripping into him around. You think we're fucked mentally? Here we come, Junior, we're coming for you. Had to come back down to here. Righto, boys, let's do our job.
They use 3 tackles. Here's Williams. And they pile him into the ground. Was it dangerous? Yes, it was.
I didn't think it was that bad. Like, obviously he got him, but I didn't think it was sort of like the worst.
He did have 1 foot on the ground, or 1 leg on the ground.
The dangerous tackle is on report from Isaac Luke.
I think even at the time, someone sort of like hit me on the knee. It was like, oh, he might be in, but...
3 metres out. About 6 seconds of the half remaining. Here's the try for Moa. Is he over the line? Wow. Moa. There's half time. Gerard Sutton ruling that he was short by millimetres.
We were just on a roll and we got going and we got that belief at half time, and I think in that second half when we started playing good footy, no one was going to stop us.
Down to Keary. Burgess. And Williams was there to meet him.
Pretty sure it was Sammy and Benny thinking of a player that they could do.
We thought that there was going to be an opportunity on the inside, and as a footballer sometimes you see things on video and you make a plan and very rarely does it come off and sort of go into a big game, big moment.
Pulled out by Moa. It's gone right side for Reynolds to Burgess and back to Teo. Teo is over. Teo has scored. Ben Teo has scored for the Rabbits.
Yeah, I just remember literally screaming so hard that I almost passed out. Lucky I had them around. Yeah, I needed to get back straight away because I was way over the top.
I don't think they would have trusted me with a play like that.
Once we had pushed through the adversity in that game and we were roaring, felt like there was no one that could stop us.
We were up against it, and then when it started to flow our way, we were like, yeah, I know that there was a few boys that sort of got into piercing. I
don't have time for that shit. To give my focus and energy to them, well then it just takes away from what I'm doing. You know, I'll get you back in ways that you probably wouldn't be able to see.
Again, Williams the tackler. So this time it's John Sutton. Turns it back for Greg Inglis. He dives over. He'll do the goanna. Greg Inglis has scored. Reynolds. He puts the kick across. Inglis is over here. Up he goes. Down he comes. He gets the try. He's got a try here of spectacular proportions. Needless to say, they haven't got a lot of petrol in the tank. Won't Hargreaves put down heavily.
Sam Burgess.
South Sydney are through to the grand final. 43 years they've waited.
You know, when you go through that moment in 2013 and then you get back in that same moment again where you think it's over and you somehow escape it, I think from then on you feel bulletproof.
There's no doubt in my mind, obviously without him coming on, we wouldn't have done what we did there.
He won us that game.
He come into the grand final week, he's like, they're either gonna have to fucking take me off this field in chains or I'll get my ring. There's no two ways about it. He's got this little lisp too, so it's like, oh yeah, Mike Tyson.
I remember shaking Piercy's hand after the game and I was so surprised because he was like, mate, you deserve it, go get it done the next week. And I was like, oh, really? Thanks, Julian.
Everyone was saying we're making up the numbers.
They're ready.
We're like a bull out of a gate.
And it's batted back. Eastwood will score. That's a try for sure. He's a talent. Hodkinson.
Manly next week. Again, same attitude. Let's blow them off the park.
Parrott, he scores. He's interrupted about 7 or 8 metres out. Got the ball away. Manly's got the ball.
James not happy there.
This is the last. Here comes their shot. And there goes the kick from Hodkinson. He's got it. They've got it. They've got the kick. They've got the game.
Next week is Penrith.
Ennis again, and Graham, the unstoppable man. Barking at each other.
There's your specialist dummy house missing. James! Nothing!
Canterbury will go into the grand final.
Unfortunately, during that Penrith game, Michael Innes got injured.
Doesn't good at all, does it?
Well, the ice is the indicator.
Yeah, sadly, he was moving on. But yeah, he was a magnificent competitor and I learned so much from Mick. Wanted to try and send him out a winner. Unfortunately, Mick was in the middle of the game of he's been named to play.
You got your skipper up there. He limped out. He could hardly get out here. If he's out, who will be your hooker?
Oh, well, he's still a chance, Mick, so we're going to give him one up till the kick-off and that, you know, but we've got a couple of options, we'll see.
All right.
And even probably I started to believe as well. But I'm with him. I'm like, mate, he's like, yeah, I'm not. On the other side as well, Isaac Luke was at the judiciary.
Massive loss in the grand final if that lifting tackle does cause him some problems at the judiciary during the week to come. Now, let's go back to Andrew Johns for some more player reaction from the Rabbitohs.
You have to acknowledge that a grand final is different to a normal game.
It's one of those things where every coach will say, you never know what could happen, like just be ready. I just didn't think they'd suspend someone for a grand final.
Isaac Luke, who picks him up and takes him to ground in awkward fashion.
I had a pretty long history of it, and then I just got off a charge for kicking out against Michael Innes.
First time that she returned to the stadium since winning a gold medal was to go and watch our grand final. And
all the photos, the luncheons, all that sort of stuff, and just like, when are we going to start training?
There's a lot of drop ball, and I was just like, are we taking this a bit too lightly?
I was running down, and I can close my eyes, I can time travel, and I can almost see the sort of 30-metre line.
Burgess, and taken by Graham.
Boys, look at these superstars. Look at these superstars. Yeah, got to meet my favourite rep.
City rep, bro.
City rep, Buzz.
Who's this?
Get him up, Mike.
Yes, there was time.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.